Hello class, welcome to English 6371. It is problems in ESL, but the topic is curriculum design. In this welcome video, I want to take you through some of the basics of the course and then show you around the website a little bit. So, I am Dr. Shannon McCracken. You can see all of my contact information over here. The best way to contact me is actually by email, which is why it is first. So if you have a question, if you notice a problem with the website, shoot those over to me in email. I tend to respond within 1 business day, so you should get responses reasonably quickly. Please note that I don't work late in the evenings and I do not work on the weekends if I can avoid it. I try to treat this like a typical 8 to 5 type of job so that I don't drive myself crazy. If you just want to stop by my office, I am around pretty much all the time. My office is in the Edinburgh campus in 226. Especially Monday through Wednesday, you should have a pretty easy time finding me in my office. Thursdays, I'm going to be teaching some weeks over in Brownsville, so I might be a little harder to reach on those weeks. My phone number, the area code is 956. It's not a great way to contact me though, so I don't recommend it. And then my Skype ID is Shannon McCracken, and I have some Skype office hours, so keep that in mind. My office hours, the ones that I'm just going to definitely have, so I'm available for you, I'm going to have Wednesdays 2 to 3 in my actual office, and then Wednesdays 3 to 4:30 on Skype. But if that doesn't work for you, don't worry. I will do appointments by appointment as well. Let's talk about this course a little bit. So the basic gist of this course is that it's meant to be practical experience with curriculum design. So you're going to be reading about curriculum design and then doing it. So you're going to have to locate a learning group or classroom to work with for this course so that you can design and conduct your needs analysis and then develop a principled curriculum based on what you find in your needs analysis. Now, a few things to keep in mind. I consider a classroom or learning group to be at least 5 students that meet regularly. So you need to find something that includes at least 5 students that meet regularly. If you are already teaching a class at UTRGV, that should be fine. If you're teaching a course at a public school, that should be fine. The only requirement that I have is that the course has to be in something related to what you are studying. So if you are doing your master's in ESL, but somehow you're teaching science at a local school, that will not work. It has to be some kind of English-related course. If you're coming to this course from some other background, I want to talk to you so that we can work out, what kind of curriculum design you will be developing. Okay. Other than that, just start thinking now about what you'd like to do. If you do not have access to a course, you might want to start asking professors or teacher friends whether you can come work with their courses. You need to be able to sit in on the course a few times, and you need to be able to conduct a needs analysis with the students. So you do need a little bit of access to a course. I will permit students to partner up, so if one student has access to a course and another student doesn't, they can work together on a project. Okay, required materials. You are required to have some kind of microphone or webcam. If it's built into your phone or computer, that's perfectly fine. But basically, you will need to be able to record video presentations. There's 2 of them in the semester, so you will need something. There are 2 required textbooks. There's Nation and McAllister's Language Curriculum Design, and then by the same authors, Case Studies in Language Curriculum Design. There's also a recommended textbook. It's by Brown. It's The Elements of Language Curriculum, and it's much older. And it covers a lot of the same things, which is why I'm not requiring it, but it's very complementary in the ways that it approaches language curriculum, so you can kind of see different takes and perspectives on it. So it is a recommended item, but you don't have to get it. I will be sharing a couple of chapters with you, and I might talk about it occasionally in lectures. For grading, the first thing to note is your case study presentation. You'll actually be signing up for this in week 1. And basically it's taking a book chapter out of the case studies book and presenting that for your classmates and then leading class in a discussion on that case study. The next part is worth 20% is participation in online coursework. So if you are asked to do an assignment or post in a forum or a workshop with other students on some kind of assignment, all of that counts into that 20%. And then your major projects that kind of culminate and are due, there's the needs analysis and results, which based off of that, then you'll be doing goals, content, sequencing, and materials. So developing the curriculum based off your needs analysis. Both of those assignments are each worth 25%. And then at the end of the semester, you'll present your curriculum design and provide a program evaluation plan, which is how you would evaluate it if you get to run it at some point. Please note that I do accept late work. You lose 10 points for every day that your work is late. So keeping that in mind, like if you are a day late, it is much better to submit it than not submit it at all. But the later you are, it builds up quickly. So keep that in mind. Now, if you have a legitimate reason to be turning something in late, you just need to provide proper documentation for whatever emergency you had within a week of the late work submission so that I can have some proof of what you are claiming. Finally, in the course syllabus, you will see a tentative schedule. I don't see why we would get off this schedule, but I call them tentative every semester because you never know what will happen. You can see the dates listed for the weeks over on the left-hand side. So obviously this is week 1, week 2, week 3, and so on. You can see the topic that we'll be covering and the major readings that we'll be covering. LCD is language curriculum design, while CS is case studies. Now, Flower, Dew, and Brown you don't have. I will be providing those through the course website. Other things to note, there is a due column. So for example, you can see the rough draft of your needs analysis will be due in the week of February 20th to 24th. By the time that you have an individual meeting with me, it could be face-to-face or it could be Skype, but you will have to meet with me. There is, of course, more schedule after that, so check it out in the syllabus. All right, let me go take you through the course website now so that you can see that. Hold on, we'll do that later. Okay, so when you log into our course website, actually let me take you further out. When you log into Blackboard, this is what you will see. Your courses will be over on the left, and just choose 6371. It will take you automatically to the announcement page. There's not a ton of announcements now, but there's the welcome message where our video that we're doing right now should be right there once I get it done. There is some helpful information to get started. There's a welcome page. It has course description, course objectives, course organization, my response time, which we discussed already a little bit, and some of the information about the course technology that we'll be using. You can also get to all of the policies along with the course syllabus right here. I've posted the syllabus in a couple of different places, but this is one of the places to access that. Then, once you've looked through all this, take a minute to really look through it. But once you have done that, you're ready to start in week 1. Now, each week I will be providing a schedule of the things that you have to accomplish. I'm going to try to keep it on to Wednesdays and Fridays so that you can get into a bit of a rhythm and you know when things are due in the course, which actually means that your first assignments are basically due in 2 days. They're not long, but you do need to start working on those. So for Wednesday, for example, you need to read the syllabus, it's right here. You need to watch the week 1 intro video, it's right here. And then introduce yourself in the week 1 forum and read Language Curriculum Design Chapter 1. Notice that while it's listed up here in the schedule, all of the materials are actually down below that you need. So if you go to, for example, the week 1 forum, here it shows you the forum in directions. If you click on it to get into the forum, it disappears. Don't panic. It's not that you have to keep both screens open at the same time. When you go to create your own thread, the directions come back. As far as other things, you'll see that the videos are embedded. So if you go to the mini lecture, it's embedded right there. And the first assignment's already up. And you can see that there's links of scans, and then it's got the questions for you to answer. So there are lots of things there. One thing to notice, it doesn't look like you have any way to post there, right? But if you actually click on it again, it opens it up, and then you have the write the submission. So that's ready for you. This gets you through pretty much through week 1. Oh, there's this other thing. You need to sign up for your case studies chapter. When you go to it, it's actually a wiki. So you'll see that there is the different case studies listed. Here's the chapters. Right? This is when you'd have to post it onto the website, into the discussion forum, and then you can sign up in the presenter. When you're ready to do it, you just click on Edit Wiki Content over here in the right-hand side. Okay, in terms of other things that are helpful in this course, you'll see each one of these units. I'll add in the weeks usually on Fridays, so that you have a full week to work on things. And then you'll start to see things at Unit 2 once we finish up the needs analysis. So we'll just be adding in Unit 1 at first. Down in major projects, you'll see all of the major projects pop up once they're introduced in the unit. You'll see them in here. The first one is the case study presentation. So if you go there, you can see the assignment for the case studies. I'm still working on fleshing that out, so I don't want to show it to you now because that is the one thing I've still got left to do. But you can also check your grades at any time for any of the little assignments or major projects that you have submitted. I try to grade usually within a week of your submission. We'll see if I can stay on that this semester, but I hope so. And then finally, all of our mini lectures are recorded through Tegrity, and that's available right here. Now, the video lecture should be embedded, so you don't need to go to this link, but if you do go to the link, it will log you in and it will be able to show you by course the recordings that you have. I did enable you all to add your own recordings, so if you want to do your presentations through here, you just click to start a recording. You might have to download some software and different things, but it's a screen capture service, so it'll show what's on your screen, so you could get a presentation done. Okay, I think that is all of it. One thing to note is that if you have any problems with the website, let me know as soon as possible. If you have any questions, let me know as soon as possible, preferably by email so that I can be able to catch it, because I might not catch the phone call. Okay, have a great week. There's another intro video for week 1, so you've got tons of things to show you all about the week and how to keep going from here. Good luck.